Hello, welcome to Live's channel. Today we will learn about the heartbreaking yet inspiring story of Suzanne Rogers, the beloved actress who has brought Maggie Horton to life for more than 5 decades, and her recent battle with cancer that shook the Salem community and her fans worldwide. The moment everything changed. For 52 years, Suzanne Rogers has been an unwavering presence on Days of Our Lives, embodying the character of Maggie Horton with grace, strength, and authenticity. But this past summer, the veteran actress found herself facing a real-life drama far more terrifying than any storyline she had ever portrayed on screen. When Rogers sensed that something wasn't quite right with her health, she didn't hesitate to make an appointment with her doctor, trusting her instincts in a decision that would ultimately save her life. Despite maintaining a routine schedule of colonoscopies and taking excellent care of her health, Rogers was sent for another examination. The results prompted her surgeon to take immediate action, ordering an MRI, a PET scan, and a biopsy. The moment her doctor uttered those words, Rogers knew in her heart that she was facing something far more serious than she had initially anticipated. The gravity of the situation became undeniable, and the wait for results felt like an eternity. When she came to after the biopsy procedure, her worst fears were confirmed by her surgeon, who delivered the devastating news with clinical directness. She had been diagnosed with stage 2 colorectal cancer and would need to begin treatment immediately. Rogers recalls that the shock of the diagnosis left her reeling for several days. As someone who had always prioritized her health and well-being, the news seemed almost incomprehensible. However, amid the darkness, there was a silver lining. Her doctor assured her that catching the cancer early gave her a fighting chance. A race against time. The timing of Rogers' diagnosis, while devastating, came with an unexpected advantage. She completed her final filming day for Days of Our Lives on June 13, 2025, and remarkably, she began her radiation and chemotherapy treatments just 3 days later on June 16. The show's summer hiatus proved to be a blessing in disguise, allowing Rogers to focus entirely on her recovery without the added pressure of explaining her absence to millions of concerned fans. The treatment regimen Rogers faced was nothing short of grueling. For 6 consecutive weeks, she underwent radiation therapy every single day, paired with daily chemotherapy sessions. The intensity of the schedule was overwhelming, with treatments 5 days a week leaving her physically and emotionally drained. Rogers candidly shared that the weekends became her sanctuary, the only time when she could escape the hospital walls and the constant reminders of her battle. The relentless nature of the treatment tested her resolve, but Rogers remained determined to fight with every ounce of strength she possessed. The power of support. Throughout her cancer journey, Rogers discovered that she didn't have to face this battle alone. While she kept her diagnosis private from the public during the show's hiatus, she turned to her Days of Our Lives family for the emotional support she desperately needed. The bonds formed over decades of working together proved stronger than any script could have written, as her castmates rallied around her with unwavering love and compassion. One of the most meaningful sources of support came from Lindsay Godfrey, who portrays Sarah Horton, Maggie's on-screen daughter. Godfrey, who had faced her own cancer battle and emerged victorious, understood the fear and uncertainty that Rogers was experiencing in a way few others could. When Rogers heard the word cancer for the first time, her mind went blank, unable to process anything else the doctors were saying. In those terrifying moments, Godfrey sat beside her, held her hand, and made sure she wasn't alone, providing not just. On July 31, 2025, Rogers completed her final treatment session, marking the end of one of the most challenging chapters of her life. The 6 weeks of intensive therapy had taken their toll, but Rogers emerged with a renewed appreciation for life and a perspective that only those who have faced mortality can truly understand. In the weeks following her treatment, Rogers began to feel stronger each day, her body slowly recovering from the assault of cancer and the aggressive treatments required to eliminate it. When asked about her recovery, Rogers' response was filled with gratitude and optimism. "I feel great," she shared, her voice carrying the relief of someone who had stared down death and lived to tell the tale. The prospect of returning to work filled her with excitement rather than anxiety, a testament to her love for her craft and her character. While she acknowledged that the journey had been incredibly difficult and grueling, Rogers emphasized that her perspective on life had fundamentally changed. She now understood on a visceral level what she had been through, and she was profoundly grateful to have survived it. Returning to Salem. Rogers returned to filming Days of Our Lives the week following her interview, ready to bring Maggie Horton back to life on screen. However, due to the soap opera's advanced filming schedule, which runs approximately 10 months ahead of broadcast, viewers won't see Maggie's absence reflected on screen until April 2026. This unusual timeline means that fans who have been watching Maggie's recent storylines were actually seeing episodes filmed before Rogers' diagnosis, creating a strange disconnect between what viewers see and what the actress was experiencing in real life. Rogers expressed relief that when her character's absence does appear on screen, the audience will understand the real reason behind it. Earlier in the summer, rumors had circulated on social media, particularly Facebook, suggesting that Rogers had retired or left the show permanently. These false reports caused concern among loyal fans who couldn't imagine Days of Our Lives without the actress who had been a constant presence for over half a century. Rogers wanted to set the record straight, not just to dispel the rumors, but to be transparent with the fans who had supported her throughout her entire career. A legacy of strength. At 82 years old, Suzanne Rogers has proven that age is just a number when it comes to resilience and fighting spirit. Her journey from a young actress joining Days of Our Lives in 1973 to becoming one of the longest-running actors on any American soap opera is a testament to her talent, dedication, and the deep connection she has forged with audiences over the decades. Maggie Horton, the character she has portrayed for 52 years, began as a farm girl and evolved into a savvy businesswoman, mirroring in many ways the strength and adaptability Rogers herself has demonstrated throughout her career and personal life. The character of Maggie has become more than just a role for Rogers. She is a beloved figure in the Days of Our Lives universe, often serving as a voice of wisdom and reason for Salem's younger residents. Her presence on screen brings a sense of continuity and stability to a show that has weathered countless cast changes and storyline shifts over its 61-season run. The show's recent recognition with 13 Daytime Emmy Award nominations, including Outstanding Daytime Drama Series, the highest number since its transition to Peacock, demonstrates that Days of Our Lives remains a vital and vibrant part of the television landscape. The importance of early detection. Despite maintaining a regular schedule of colonoscopies, Rogers trusted her instincts when she felt something was wrong, and that decision to seek additional testing may have saved her life. Her diagnosis of stage 2 colorectal cancer, while serious, was caught early enough to be treated aggressively with the goal of complete remission. Colorectal cancer is one of the most preventable and treatable forms of cancer when detected early through regular screening. Rogers' experience highlights both the value of routine screenings and the importance of being proactive about your health, even when initial tests come back normal. Her willingness to speak publicly about her diagnosis and treatment may encourage others to prioritize their own health screenings and to trust their instincts when something feels off. Looking forward. While Rogers is on the road to recovery and has completed her treatment, she acknowledges that she isn't completely in the clear yet. Cancer recovery is a journey rather than a destination, requiring ongoing monitoring and follow-up care to ensure the disease doesn't return. However, Rogers remains optimistic about her prognosis and grateful for the positive outlook her medical team has provided. She credits her faith, her friends, her family, and the power of prayer for helping her maintain a positive attitude throughout this trying time. The actress's return to work represents more than just a professional comeback. It symbolizes her triumph over one of life's greatest challenges. As she steps back onto the set of Days of Our Lives, Rogers brings with her not just decades of acting experience, but a renewed appreciation for every moment and every scene. Her journey has given her a deeper understanding of the fragility of life and the importance of cherishing each day, lessons that will undoubtedly inform her portrayal of Maggie Horton moving forward. Suzanne Rogers' cancer battle may have been the biggest challenge of her life, but it has also revealed the incredible strength of the human spirit and the power of community support in overcoming adversity. Her story is one of courage, resilience, and hope, qualities that have always defined both the actress and the character she has brought to life for more than 5 decades. As Rogers continues her recovery and returns to the role that has defined her career, fans can rest assured that Maggie Horton will remain a vital part of Salem's fabric for years to come.